Hi everyone, my name is Carrie Wilpink and I'm a licensed professional counselor and clinical supervisor here at Trillium Family Services. With everything that has happened in our world, it is taking a toll on our mind, body, and our spirit. And today I want to identify 2 ways that you can begin to take care of you when you begin to feel overwhelmed, exhausted, anxious, or any of the other multiple emotions that you might be feeling throughout the day. These plans are a safety plan and a self-care plan. So what is a safety plan? A safety plan is what I think of as my in-the-moment plan to help me regulate and stay emotionally, mentally, and physically safe. Safety plans are a tool that comes from the Sanctuary model that we use here at Trillium and was one of the first steps to build resilience and practice self-regulation skills. A safety plan is a list of activities that a person can choose when feeling overwhelmed so that they avoid engaging in unsafe behaviors. Safety plans are a concrete way to address your emotional management, and it is the reminder for each of us to be able to manage our emotions to keep ourselves and those around us safe. The key to these safety plans and the activities you choose for your safety plan is to make sure that these can be easily done. They want to be activities that can be done anytime, anywhere, and you don't need any additional resources, such as deep breathing and muscle relaxation. And it's also important and great to be able to engage your senses. The second plan that I'm going to talk about today is the self-care plan. And many times individuals view self-care as a reaction to stress. I'm so stressed, I'm so overwhelmed, I'm going to do these things and I'm going to feel better. However, self-care is the practice of taking action to preserve one's physical, mental, emotional, social, and spiritual health over time. Self-care is not reactive. It is actually meant to be proactive, and these strategies should become predictable and routine, which will allow us to begin to build our resilience. Now, self-care is unique for each of us. Not one of us is going to have the exact same self-care plan. For example, my self-care plan includes time with my 100-pound lap dog. It's amazing how quickly I'm able to relax when he jumps up on my lap and I'm just able to spend some time loving on him and petting him, even if I'm getting squished and can barely breathe. So today, you're not going to leave this video with the top 10 self-care techniques to take away and suddenly have your life become better. My hope is that you will reflect on what you need to create or continue to develop a self-care plan that is uniquely yours. Realizing that because of all life's current events, it's probably had a significant impact on the self-care plan you might have already been utilizing. These life events have created a lot of emotions: anger, sadness, fear, joy, and happiness. But it's thrown many of our lives into a tailspin. And as our community makes the much needed changes, we need to adjust our plan to meet the new normal. So let's talk about the different kinds of self-care plans. The first one is regular relaxation response. These are activities that give us a physical state of rest, relaxed, and calm, and is shown to reduce blood pressure, muscle tension, and can have impact on our chronic stress. These are things such as massage, one of my favorites, or since we have a 6-foot rule and we can't go get a massage right now, maybe a warm bath, a walk in nature, belly breathing, meditation, yoga, progressive muscle relaxation. For some of this may be a one-to-one connection, getting lost in a book, a Hallmark movie, even a glass of wine. Anything that promotes that physical state of rest and relaxation. The second one is effortful training. This is where we actually put a little bit of stress on our body, and we're not immediately calmed with this one. For some, this self-care might not even feel good, but when we're doing it and it's hard, there's going to be a big positive payout for our bodies at the end. These effortful trainings are things such as exercise, eating healthy, sleep routines, drinking your water, prolonged meditation, and mindfulness. Things that we know we're supposed to be doing, but like I said, are hard and possibly not enjoyable for everyone. The third one is creative expressions. This self-care is what you do to inspire yourself. You be creative. You bake, you sing, you write, you do art, you dance, you listen to music. If you're me, you pretend play with your kids and you make coffee and pancakes and you sing the entire Frozen soundtrack. Anything that gets your creative juices flowing. The fourth one is connection. Right now, we are being asked to physically distance ourselves, but not socially distance. Connection is so powerful, and it is taking care of ourselves. Make time to reach out to those in your life. Call them, text them, send them a card. This can be just a check-in, a note of gratitude, a memory, a funny meme. My daughter connects with her grandma almost every single day over FaceTime, and they play hide and go seek together. It's one of their favorite things. And I know this connection is healthy for my daughter, but also for my mom. If you're an introvert, pick the people you want to connect with. And also don't forget to find time for yourself. Many introverts have lost that alone time while we shelter in place with our entire family. So make time for you too. And finally, self-compassion. This is often the hardest one for many of us. Self-compassion is confronting our own struggles and suffering with kindness, warmth, and without judgment. It is giving ourselves grace that things are hard and we are doing the best that we can right now. Personally, this has been number one on my self-care plan because I'm so quick to begin my list of should-haves. I should have prepped the kids a healthy breakfast. I should have done more work. I should have spent more time with the kids on their schoolwork. I should have got up and walked the dog. All of these things are going to help you create your self-care plan. So let's take the next step. How do we make the self-care plan stick? All of you guys know that we should be doing it, but we're not, or at least some of us aren't. So a way to make it stick is to write it and post it. Write it on a sticky note, write it on your whiteboard, on your calendar, put it somewhere where you can see it daily. Habit stack. I think this is such a creative one. And this is where you pair your self-care activity or strategy with something that you do every day naturally. So every day naturally, I get out of bed. And so what I've started to do is I pair stretching as I'm getting out of bed. It's just become that routine. I wake up, I stretch, and then I go on my day. There's also the 2-minute rule that will help make the self-care plan stick. And this is starting small. Don't set high expectations. Don't go for that 3, 5, 10-mile walk. Go for 10 minutes. Get out. See how you're doing after 2 minutes. And maybe these steps will begin to stick. The final thing that I want to talk about today is finding your why. When I practice self-care, I take steps to be physically and emotionally healthier. I build my own resilience, and with resilience, I'm able to face the difficult times. Now, they aren't easy, and a lot of times they push me out of my window of tolerance. But I know that I want to get healthier for my kids. I want to combat the chronic stress that I'm in, and I want to be a good role model for my kids, my clients, and my team here at Trillium. So you guys need to find your why. Think about who you'll be practicing self-care for. What do you hope to have change in your life? And why is self-care important to you? Thank you.